Alrighty, it is currently 2:30 p.m. I just want to get this as a matter of record. The light source is remaining as it was the case. I remain sitting here, and I want you to see the ongoing intrusion of that directed light. And again, the actual sun, even if the actual sun, as we know it, which doesn't exist by virtue of documenting what is a fake sun, this is in every way, understand, this is an absolute devastation with regard to what we are told about in textbooks with regard to what is the gaseous ball of fire that is a star that is referred to as the sun. All right, this is not it, and it is reasonable to conclude that it does not actually exist. And this is breaking down one of the many fallacies that we are told about, and this is revealing what is a system that surrounds us, and that's the purpose of such fallacies. It is 2:30 p.m. It's 2:31 p.m. right now. This is impossible light activity. This is the ongoing method of stalking with light, okay? And it is an intrusion with engineered light wherever it is that I am. This is absolutely impossible light, okay? You're looking at what is light that is, and this is demonic, okay? It's not actually light that would occur if this was the actual sun. All right, you already know this is not the sun. It's remaining over me for the duration of the day at an entirely different address in other cities as well while I'm en route to and from. The light source is remaining here. It's a scientific impossibility. It's here at 7:35 in the morning when I'm in this parking lot. I walk to the opposite side and the fake sun follows to keep in alignment with me on that side. This is what I document at 7:35 in the morning. This is the same library. It is right here over me. I showed you what is the fake sun at the Wells Fargo, and it's remaining over me, which is, by the way, east of that Wells Fargo. This is not moving any east or west migration of the sun. This is blatant, keeping a light source over me. And this is stalking with what is engineered light. Another method, all right? And this is demonic. You have what is light that is necessarily at an angle in order to engage in this. This is what I've shown you everywhere that I go. This is speaking to the molestation and the stalking with light. Engineered light, which is serving surveillance purposes. This is the light source that is directly over my head while the entity is stalking with commercial airline planes that represent the people of the state. They're the same entity. And the entity is pacing back and forth, walking around. This is activity creation while you walk in engineered light. Creating a shadow light that is moving around. This is what demons want to do. They pace around while you molest the targeted individual with engineered light. It is creation. You are serving to monitor yourself while you are being molested. All right, 6N00686, pacing to what is the drop box. That's that minion's form for stalking. Okay, this is the same Ontario Town Square where last week the state's fake sun is not behind me. As I'm over there, you don't see me facing in this direction to show you what's the light source that's over my head. You see me over there. I'm in the field. I'm by the clock. That's where the state keeps a fake sun over me at that field. And it remains at the end of the day at 5 p.m. over the same storefront. That's a demon. Look at the directed light. That's impossible light activity. That's the same storefront where I was this morning at the street sign on the opposite side of Wells Fargo. Across the street, the fake sun was over my head at the street sign that says C Street. That's the same C Street where the state is keeping a fake sun and setting it at the 5 o'clock hour. All right, you're understanding what is in every way stalking with the fake sun. It's remaining at the corner of the building while I'm over there, and I'm also pointing, and then migration here when I'm at the entrance area, and then it's going to what is to being over the roof of the venue of the OVITT Family Community Library over here. Let me be clear. As I move from that location, where do you see it? It's right here over me. This is the turn circle. I've walked to the entrance area. I've shown you in still images. It's remaining directly over my head over the edge of that building. Okay, I want to be clear. This is impossible light activity, and when I'm referencing the side of the OVITT Family Community Library, this is the side that I'm speaking of. This is the side where the entity is invading with this light. As I would sit here, the state was keeping the fake sun over there. This directed light is separate from what is the placement of the fake sun. Let me be clear. Okay, in other words, this, as I've documented it, the entity is engaging in what this is entirely demonic. You are assuming that this is sunlight, and you assume that this is the sun. It is not. That's not the sun, and that's not even sunlight. It is totally disconnected. You are witnessing what is a demonic environment, and you are talking about what is the placement of what is engineered light in and through every crevice. As I've shown you, the entity is engaging in aiming engineered light into the depths of this library as I'm inside of that venue. It's not sunlight. It's impossible light activity. It is asinine. And also, this is documentation showing how the state moves in on this side of the building as I would sit there with engineered light. Now today, as I sit in the front, the state moves in this direction as I'm sitting in front of the library. That's stalking with light. And these are demons that are creating activity while they're monitoring with communication devices. You don't have to know the people of the state. You know what their name is. They're called minions. All right, this is demonic activity. They're called the people of the state. You don't have to know that particular individual's name. And that's how the malice of the system is underway. All of this is direct evidence while a light source is remaining over me, by the way, in the city of Upland, which is the venue where I remain for the duration of the day, Monday through Saturday. And what do you see through that, through the roof right above my head like it is here? This is not going to coexist. That's not present over the roof. You can't see this from the roof. It's impossible. That tells you what they're doing. It tells you what's wrong with them. It speaks to the terrorism that the people of the state shall be prosecuted for. That's a very disturbing conduct while they're stalking you. That's exactly what they're doing. They're monitoring you, and they're acting as though they're doing something. That's a very disturbed conduct on behalf of a group. That's what the people of the state do. Okay, that's relevant to the prosecution of the people of the state. I want to be clear. It is currently 2:36 p.m. That is the Ontario Museum. Another understanding what is not the sun. That is the Ontario Museum of History and Art over there, right on the opposite side of the block where the state is keeping a fake sun over me in the morning. Has nothing to do with daylight savings time, has nothing to do with the time of year. I am pointing out what is, as I use those points of analysis and understanding what is stalking with the fake sun, it is just that. Stalking, following, remaining with a fake sun. You are thinking it's the sun because you see the light source, you're not questioning it. You think this is sunlight because you see the light source, you're not questioning it. It is not that. Okay, and you're also seeing that through what is the conduct as the demon possessed. They literally demonstrate their demon possession, and that's what the directed light is about. This is all engineered light, all of it. They're walking around in it, surrounding me in it, and doing so with what is crossing path. Documenting one is documenting all of them. The people of the state are going to be prosecuted for that. That's a stalker. License, knows that they're being documented and crosses path with no license plate on their vehicle. That's an African American. Guess what? He represents the people of the state, every single last one. And the long arm of the law will locate that minion, and they are not avoiding anything. It's pathetic. That's the conduct of Satan, though. And this is the direct evidence prosecuting the people, trying to individualize it. This is not an individual system. This is the government's pattern of conduct. This is P.O.C. This is the OVITT Family Community Library, where I am at this venue no more as of February 4th, 2022, right? I'm remaining at the Upland Public Library, but you see it right here over me, over my head, because this is where it is customarily placed based on where I'm at. And I want to be clear, 7:35 in the morning, when you see that fake sun follow me from that side of the parking lot to this side, and it's in alignment, that's not the sun. Daylight savings time or not, it's 2:37 in the afternoon. Take away daylight savings time, it would be 1:37 in the afternoon. That is not the sun that's going to remain over one property. In addition to that, you're talking about what is a block away from where it was in the morning. Documented as a matter of 6 o'clock in the morning. It's present there, remaining. All right, this is remaining where I remain. This is entirely demonic. It is scientifically impossible. This is speaking to the criminal conduct that a people are engaging in. Okay, that's Securitas. They're going to federal prison. All right, they're monitoring. Wearing a uniform representing a company. It's the same with these demons who use what is light activity. That's a demon stalking in the path with light. That's P.O.C. And that's why they are going to federal prison. These are methods of terrorism while the demons stalk with light, while the entities are, let me be clear, they're stalking with light while a fake sun remains over you. You're being molested, okay? And you're being terrorized while demons like this psychopath stalk in the path with light activity, all right? Securitas is monitoring to that. All right, Securitas is going to federal prison. They engaged in criminal, waging false allegations, criminal summoning while you're subject to monitoring in a bathroom. That's P.O.C., just to give you some context. And these are minions that are pacing. This is the pattern of conduct. It is 2:38 p.m. Daylight savings time starts today. And this is speaking to what is, under all circumstances, not the actual sun. And do not forget the documentation of 2021, where I'm remaining at what is Economy Inn. And what was the state doing? Keeping the fake sun over Economy Inn all day. That doesn't coexist with what I'm documenting Securitas engaging in right now. That's P.O.C. 44258J2. Federal prison. You're talking about what is the impermissible threat. That minion is the same entity as that one trying to cover up their license plate, okay? They are one acting together, and that's why the fake sun in 2021, as I documented, was remaining over the Economy Inn at 2301 South Euclid Avenue. Not the sun then, continues to be documented. Not the sun now, and also relevant to what was 365 days ago. Relevant to what would be the same time of year, in other words, daylight savings time last year and daylight savings time this year, all right? And so that's what you're going to see, though, the ongoing pattern of remaining all day long at that venue. This is the P.O.C. The plain activity is amplified audible activity. This is the pattern of conduct by people of the state, and this is state facilitating venue, OVITT Family Community Library, where criminal activity is underway. Regardless of criminal summoning, I will snatch them and they're going to federal prison. I don't have to be inside. Okay, the ongoing evidence is actually outside, okay? And I captured the ongoing evidence inside of that venue already. This is P.O.C.